All right. So far, we only have the one option. Ride south.
Our hopes of meeting allies on the road to Shiring were fading with every mile. The only people we saw were sitting by the side of the road, broken and starving. Shiring was riddled with death and despair. I'd heard that Wigley had just been raided by outlaws, leaving them almost entirely without cattle. Maybe someone there knew where the raiders had come from. But Calford, on the other hand, had a recent falling out with William Hamley. There was a chance that they would be quick to join our resistance.
Calford. Oh. Ask about the raiders in Wigley, or try to find allies in Calford. Seems closer
We
right
entered
now.
the village. There was a weary young man trying to repair a roof. He pointed toward a ruined mill. Hamley's Mill, he called it, which used to have the right to grind all grain from the nearby villages. That was until a few days ago. Hamley had come to collect his share and, due to the famine, was met with empty coffers. Enraged, he'd killed the miller and had taken every last bag of flour belonging to the starving people of Calford. Many had fled into the forest, desperate for their lives.
Oh, lots of options now. Ride to Huntley, ride to Shiring. Into the forest, they said, right?
The fields of Huntley spurred fond memories. Here, I'd negotiated my first deal to transport in summer farmer's wool. Now, the meadows had turned to straw, and the sheep were dead. Soon, we reached Uncle Simon's abandoned hut. Our horses needed rest, so we wanted to leave them there while we looked around on foot. Then, I remembered how Richard had been kicked by the man William had paid to catch us, and the horrible sounds he'd made lying there. Inside the hut, I was startled by a hunched figure hiding in a corner, nibbling on a lump of bread. Upon seeing us, the creature's eyes widened, like those of a frightened animal. I asked him where he got bread in times like these. Was it stolen? No, I got it from the butcher. The people at Sally's quarry told me to ask the butcher, he blurted out, startled by his own voice. Mistaking our interest for greed, he wolfed down the rest of the bread. Before we could ask more, the frightened man jumped up and fled into the forest. The butcher, was he the one we were looking for? A leader whom the downtrodden trusted and feared? Maybe we could find him at the quarry the man had mentioned.
Quarry, huh? Right.
The abandoned quarry was teeming with activity. Many poor souls were gathering around a fireplace, boiling a stew from meat and turnips. It was plain to see that these people weren't held together by blood or profession, but by hunger and desperation. And by their numbers, I thought, that could make them quite dangerous. Were these outlaws?
There's your army. I just hope that observe from afar doesn't mean that I won't get to speak to them later.
The outlaws were using a moss-covered cave and little huts as shelter. Through the cave entrance, we could see stacked crates of goods, most likely stolen. The outlaws were of varying ages and seemed almost peaceful in their little haven. Suddenly, we were startled by a shout. Who are you? A boy demanded with anger in his eyes. All eyes darted towards us. Their reactions were as varied as their faces. Some looked afraid, curious, and confused. Others were full of hatred and contempt. We're not here to hurt you, I explained. We just want to talk. Where can I find the butcher? I asked. Their faces expressed anger and fear. I explained that we were looking for food. They told us that the butcher was still in Monksfield, but that meat would come every couple of days. I said that wouldn't be a problem, not knowing what they meant. It looked like our path would lead us back to Monksfield.
Where's Monksfield? Oh, here. Why return? Why'd she say lead us back to? Is there like another option through Wiggly to find the butcher? Asked me to talk. Misses the war. Excited to recruit more. Learn more about the butcher. Wasn't he there or here the other day? Wonder if he's an outlaw. Everyone seems rugged nowadays. As calm as the other knight, seems to have no worry in the world. She's got plenty of food here. That's right, that's why we said return to Monksfield, is because we were here with Elizabeth. They're resting or lurking. Seem to trust us. Smoke smells savory. Scent has gone into the walls. Heavy air. Horse meat, so this is where it came from. Second floor is entirely filled with smoke. Might be storing more meat up there. Enough plates for a big family. More like a home than an inn. Related by blood or by fate? Let's talk to them.
Someone told us they got meat in Monksfield.
Oh dear, I hope you didn't come empty-handed. Only if you bring me an animal, then I can prepare it for you. A horse, maybe?
Where on earth would you find horses that aren't mounts?
Do people call you the butcher then?
There is much truth in your words, but
Why'd you ask? What do you want?
Do you have a lot of outlaws passing by?
you don't see it in their faces, dear. But we all have been failed by the law and our leaders. Don't you agree?
I asked because we feel the same way. And we're looking for a way to make things right again.
Is that so?
We're looking to build an army, to invade Earl's Castle and kill Earl William Hamley.
Oh, she's being
my.
forthright.
If it was that easy, someone would have done that a long time ago. The poor souls I meet, they're just simple people. They're not an army.
Good question.
We would lead them.
In their condition, most of them can barely kill a chicken, let alone a man. These people are mothers, fathers, hard workers, yes, but they are not soldiers.
We'd reward them if they helped us.
She and her son are the rightful heirs to the title of Earl. If anyone can change things for the bloody better, it's them. So,
You're just another pair of nobles who want to use us as pawns in their battle. To die for you.
That's correct.
It is the best chance we have. This is a battle for the sake of the people of Shiring, for all of us.
It's a
It's
bloody
rubbish.
revolution.
That's what it is.
We are offering you a chance to rid the land of Hamley, to fight for your freedom.
The last time I saw you, you showed kindness toward that young woman who was with you. I am willing to listen to a good soul, but I won't help you blindly.
That woman that was here, that you helped, that was Hamley's wife. His wife, my God. How stupid do you think we are?
Right, it's a trap.
Well, how can these people put their life at risk if they do not trust you? You are not like us.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, I know what it's like to live in poverty. But I also know that if one fights the right battles, that things can change for the better.
But they're starving, my child. They are weakened by poverty, hunger, and illness. Who are you to think you can face William Hamley?
Yeah.
You! Who do you think you are?
I am the rightful heir to the Earl of Shiring. I've been born and raised for this, and will raise my son in the same manner.
You think that makes you better than us? William Hamley is Earl too.
We won't bow to the current Earl, and neither will we bow to you.
Yeah.
Right.
Even if we work together, Hamley is too powerful.
You ask us to sacrifice our lives for your noble cause, these people will die.
I can't really assure their safety, right? Mention Philip's support. That could help, because the people like Philip and his sermons, right?
We already have Kingsbridge on our side, including the bright mind of Prior Philip.
Oh, Philip of Kingsbridge. I have heard of him. A wise man. Yes.
He took in the survivors of Hamley's raid of Earl's Castle.
Yes, and I was one of them.
He wouldn't let anybody go into certain death. Their plan must be a good plan. Yeah.
Yeah.
She does.
Listen to yourself. You don't sound any better than the kings and nobles that have stolen from us and forsaken us.
Yeah, get lost.
What?
Wait!
Where'd that come
Didn't
from?
you hear? Get out.
Can't blame him. Would have been too good to be true.
Did I mess that up?
It's probably better this way. We are on our own. If we succeed, things will be better. For all of you, I promise.
I will pray for you, child. It is not too late to stop. Stay away from Earl's Castle.
For us, there is no turning back.
Wait, I feel like I could have not messed that up, right? But the last option was definitely correct, and I was like kind of a bit surprised to hear them be like, yeah, we like Philip, their plan must be good, and then they're like, get out! So, must have been some of the earlier options that were off. First outlaws have made their way into Kingsbridge. Former novice brother Marcus was one of the outlaws. You have a chance to take back Earl's Castle and fulfill your oath. You found the leader of the outlaws. You made no promises regarding the safety of the outlaws if they chose to attack. You failed to raise an army and will have to stop William alone. No, I don't think so.
And so, after 17 years, I finally returned to the place I'd once called...
No. I wanna load this, please.
My only... a woman...
Can I go to the menu, please?
Get in line. Yep. So no push.
Okay.
She knew nothing.
Right. Load. Right, I think finding the leader of the outlaws was still the first right step, though. Maybe we need to see some other locations to make them follow us as well? I'm not sure. Let's try this route with different dialogue options. Not sure what went
We
wrong,
entered
though.
the village. That was...
I was actually pretty confident in my choices there.
the fields of Huntley. Soon, I asked him when... Before we could...
We went to the quarry, and then Monksfield.
The abandoned quarry would...
What happens if I approach carefully?
We walked slowly towards them. I sensed that Sir Catface was ready to draw his sword. The first one to notice us was a little girl, swiftly pointing a finger at us. "Who are they?" she asked the others. All eyes darted towards us. Their reactions were as varied as their faces. Some looked afraid, curious, and confused. "Where can I find the butcher?"
Same result, it seems. So let's save again.
Thank you for giving me and my friend shelter the other day.
Weather's fine now. So what do you want this time?
We're looking for the butcher.
The butcher of Monksfield has long since moved away.
Damn.
No need for cursing, young man. If you bring me an animal, I can prepare it for you.
Do people call you the butcher then?
Why'd you ask?
You don't.
And we're looking...
Is that?
We're looking...
Oh, if it was that. The poor.
One of their own should lead them. Like you. You seem to take great care of your people.
In their condition, most of them can barely kill a chicken, let alone a man. These people are mothers, fathers, hard workers, yes, but they are not soldiers.
Right, she speaks true.
It is the best chance we have. This is a battle for the sake of the people of Shiring, for all of us.
It's rubbish. It's what it is.
We are offering you a chance to rid the land of Hamley, to fight for your freedom.
The last time I saw you, you showed kindness toward that young woman who was with... I am willing...
That woman.
Right.
Well,
Yeah. Do I need to not show kindness to her? Oh no, that's actually good. Did that work?
Oh, but I also know...
but there's... Who are you to...
You! Who do you think you are?
I am the daughter of Bartholomew, Earl of Shiring. My father ruled with a benevolent hand.
Well, better than now, but that's easy.
He did have guts, though, trying to take on Stephen.
So you are his daughter, you say?
All I know, I learned from him.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah!
It's much better than the other option.
Even if we work together, Hamley is too powerful.
You ask us.
That was good, though, right? Even though on the summary it said you didn't assure them of their safety.
We already have Kingsbridge on our side.
He took in the survivors of...
Yes, and I was...
He wouldn't let anybody go into certain death. Yeah.
Yeah.
She does. I said it before. We all have lost everything except for our lives. We don't fight other people's battles.
But maybe this is our battle too.
My people will decide for themselves. But I will tell them that I believe that it is indeed a battle worth fighting.
I thank you.
Was mentioning our father that
Pray that it
helped.
will be worth it.
We will all pray, and then we fight.
Oh, there's an achievement for that. Alright. Vox Populi. The outlaws agreed to fight for you. It is a bit early, but I think this might be a decent time to end this episode. And I'll see you back for the next. Bye bye.